Facebook through.
No, through YouTube. But mute when I send you the link. Mute it.
What have I got to mute? I'm lost now.
When I send you the new link to the YouTube channel, mute that one.
Mute this one I'm on now.
No, not this one. The one what I'm going to send you through Facebook.
Oh, this new link comes to the chat room. Mute the sound of it.
Yeah.
Hello, you there?
Hello, is that Ted?
No, that was Bill. This is Ted. Can you hear me?
We hear you loud and clear across the Great Divide in the Atlantic Ocean now. Are you guys? You okay?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, at last. Sorry about the delay. We've had absolute nightmare. We had backup contingency plan just in case Google Hangouts packed up. That messed up. Then we couldn't get in on Blog Talk Radio. That was messing up. Kicking up, pal. Yeah. Oh God.
No problem.
Thank you. I wouldn't be surprised if you'd left us or not get on as well. So you've been very patient, and thank you for your patience. We do apologise. I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay. So is that sorry? Is this Ted we're talking to? Yeah.
Yes, you're talking to Ted. Yeah.
Okay, Ted. So nice to have you aboard. Anyway, thanks for coming on our show. So when did you start MARKOU Paranormal? How long has it been going? When did you get interested in the paranormal? As it's a hobby of yours, no doubt, of course. Yeah.
We started the group in 2012.
Yeah.
I started experiencing paranormal activity around the age of 12.
Really?
I used to get tested. They thought I was schizophrenic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because they're very sort of they're very dismissive in those days about paranormal. They're probably dismissed it after something far worse, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah. I would hear voices sometimes here and there. Yeah. Light anomalies. Never slept with my arm or leg over the bed because it would always get yanked.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Got tested when I was a kid. It was negative. I believe people who are schizophrenic are extremely in tune to the
very susceptible.
They can't control. They're like a channel, and that's part of ghost. That's part of ghost hunting too.
That's fascinating.
Going into a ghost hunt, I like to help people out and explain how we do it.
Yeah,
we go into it with a positive energy and positive attitude.
Yeah.
We don't go into it negative.
That's good, by the way.
We don't go into it negative. We keep everything positive.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you're going to have to release some energy because that's what these entities need. These are people who lost their solid body.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Brian J. Cano, he made a good point. Says your body is your tool as well. It's not just the other instruments you have. When we interviewed him a year ago, hello, what's that? With some noises. I beg your pardon. That's my phone. Sorry, interrupted. I might want to interrupt my flow there. That's completely thrown me out there. I was going to make you that. What was I saying? Brian J. Cano, when we interviewed him a year ago, from Haunted Collector, he said that very good point there, saying your body is another tool as well as the other devices you have electronic devices you have at hand as well. You made a very good point there. I think, like you say, no,
your body never reacts. It always reacts to something when it's around.
Yeah,
there's something I call a momentary lapse of thought, which is getting the energy drained from you.
Yeah,
it's also what people know as a brain fart. I believe that's energy getting drawn from you, from an entity.
Yeah,
and they're trying. You have to work with them. You have to gain their trust. You can't go into a building and start demanding requests from a stranger. These are strangers. These are people. If you're going to give negative energy to them, you're going to have negative results, and it could affect you. So you have to give them light.
Yeah.
You have to give them light and give them positiveness, and they'll trust you, and they start to follow you. You got to draw them to you. You don't go to them. I don't need clues of where an entity or someone killed themselves or wherever. I'll walk into a building. I don't want nobody saying nothing to me. I will draw them to me. So you do have to open yourself up, but you have to learn when to close yourself up. I watched your homepage with the woman. I had that happen to me. I got possessed for 22 minutes. I have no recollection of my life. I could have jumped out a window, and luckily I didn't.
God, that's frightening. That's absolutely awful.
It's very frightening. But I went in.
You couldn't remember
being scared.
You couldn't remember anything at all. Those 22 minutes were like a haze on it. So just nothing. Yeah.
Every investigation gets better for us.
Yeah.
I have usually around 40 or 50 pieces of evidence I have to combined into 15 short-minute videos, which we did for the Temperance House, which is an August 22nd investigation. I recommend people watch that because everything's real. I swear upon everyone I've ever loved in this life, on their life, that's real. It's not fake. And people will see what happens at the end when an entity works with you. A manifestation can occur and be captured on film, which we have accomplished.
But you don't go there the confrontational mood, getting negative energy, and you'll get a negative response back, is what you're saying, isn't it? You're going there, and positive.
Yes, absolutely. You have to. When you go into a building and you're going to investigate, you have to leave your life behind. It's like you're walking through a portal, and you're walking into their world. You have to gain their trust. These are people who don't know who you are. I bring a camera. Most of them don't know what a camera is. So what I do is I show them, I turn it on myself, because right away they see someone walking with a foreign object and they don't explain what it is. The first human reaction is, it's going to hurt me. So you have to explain what's going on, and I'll leave the camera in the room alone and let them do it. And they speak into it. They speak into it. They move it. I've had it knocked off the table, but I don't put that on for evidence because, you know, people are going to think, hey, you know, it fell on its own. It wasn't, steady, you know.
Very skeptical. So a lot of people are. There's a lot of evidence in front. So,
no,
because what it is, if a place has got a history, there's the spirits from different times, aren't there? And some are not going to know, familiar with, like you said, with a camera. Some are.
Even if
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sure, some of them do know it, but you're showing them that you're giving them your ultimate trust. It's a two-way street, and once you gain their trust, you will get results. It's how you go into it. But when your body never lies. For me, when an entity is around me and I know it, I've captured on film, I've said what my body's reaction is, and next thing you know, I have a Class A EVP, a light anomaly. I see these things, but I've always saw them things and heard them things my whole life. And people thought I was crazy, but now I capture that stuff on film because everybody looked at, oh, there's something wrong with him. He's got a learning disability. He doesn't understand. He's a little slower. Yes, I am. But this, you know what? I'm always willing to learn, and
people are very cruel and dismissive, unfortunately.
Sure,
that's the way people are. Some people are, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think Chris Holton, he was very receptive to spirits. He's seen entities. We interviewed Chris Holton of Haunted Earth about 2 years back, and he said it very similar to you. He's very receptive because he's a medium as well. He can detect, and he's never nasty or confrontational like you. He's trusting and he's respectful, and he gets results. He gets respect and responses back, and he works in a similar kind of way to you in many ways.
I'm a big fan of his. I think he's very talented. I believe all these shows are very talented.
Excellent, it's the history element as well, which goes hand in hand with the paranormal as well.
I believe the way I look at it is everybody is drawn to believe that a ghost is negative and everything's dark.
Yes,
demons I don't believe in.
I don't actually.
Believe that a person that's been gone for a long time, that knows they've been gone, I believe that they will take any opportunity they can get to hop into a body with open energy if you open yourself wide, and you can't control that.
It's your mindset, isn't it? Of course, if you want to be receptive or not.
We go to places that we don't even, that aren't even known to be haunted, and we find them. We know, that we put places on the map.
Yeah. Do you say, would you prefer to go to a place blind than having been briefed the history prior to going in to do an investigation? Would you prefer going in blind that way, sort of not knowing and finding out? Yes, much prefer that. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife.
Hello, Bill.
Hello. Yeah, if we have enough time on there, my wife will do a little background history on it, and she one
excellent.
She'll be the only one to know about it, and then after the investigation, then she tells us, and if it warrants it, we'll go back second time. It would go back what we do know, and then sometimes we usually catch a little bit more.
Yeah,
I don't listen. Like, entities can go wherever they want. If I open myself up here in my house, which I have done before, yes, I have seen things. I see things all the time. I hear voices. That's normal life to me, that I always thought was normal from a young kid, but nobody understood that that's real. And it's like I said, when you have a momentary lapse of thought, that's energy being drained from you. Expect something to happen. Explain on camera what your body's feeling. When I know an entity's around me, my heart races. And I also start to shake like I have Parkinson's.
My goodness.
Yes. And when that happens, I know what's going to happen next. And every single time, it drains from me as well as the camera. The camera goes blurry too. The camera is actually a very good piece of equipment. I believe the camera is all you need to capture voices and entities, real live.
Believe that.
You know, and
you see that a lot. You see that a lot of investigations online and telly. The camera going out of sync, blurring, and momentarily blurring, and going in and out, blurring and malfunctioning. Don't you? Of course.
A couple of years ago, I investigated with Jay Wasley, a good friend of mine from Ghost Adventures.
Oh, okay, yeah. Of course, he's Billy Tully and the rest of the guys. Yeah.
He came with me, and we were investigating together. And I told him, I said, Jay, there's something here right now. I said, I don't use the meters and stuff. So he pulled I think it was a millimeter out, and we got the highest spike ever. And he more or less almost dropped it. And he wondered how I knew so quick, but he also felt it before he pulled out the millimeter. And I have to say, I was very impressed with him. Him and his wife, they were amazing investigators. Ghost Adventures, they have the top line equipment, man. And you know what? I just want everyone to catch. We need to go forward on the paranormal. I think we're at a little bit of a standstill. I think we need to need more. And I would love for anyone.
I've noticed on GHC, they're always sort of at front, sort of the latest equipment. They're always trying new things and never standing still. They got tech guys. Bill Chappell, he's the inventor. He invents new stuff, and they try their new shit. They try it that first time on their show, don't they?
Yep, and they're talented. When they capture something, sometimes the mistake they do make, though, is they run or they get scared, which is normal reaction. But I'll tell you, I
think I would.
Very mesmerizing. And it's almost like you have to put yourself in a trance. And when things happen, you know of them about to happen before they happen. That's what I know. So when I know something's about to happen, I envision it. And they're always listening. Now, they don't like to see you look at straight on, but they always look towards where your eyes are. So I take the camera a lot, and I'll walk, and I'll have the camera not looking through it. And I captured entities that way. And I captured a woman in 2012 in this frat house. She was glowing gold. And there was a story that she hung herself, and former brothers from the 70s saw her glowing in gold. I had no idea. I never heard that until after I captured it. And I had the camera not looking through it. And she peeked around the door frame and was sitting there looking at me. As soon as I looked her way, there was nothing there. And what that was I would have never known it was there. but I went over the evidence and it was there. So when people
captured that,
when people see things out of the corner of their eyes, everyone's in tune. But when people,
I've seen that.
Everybody has.
Yeah.
Once you start to come into tune, you start to see them a little bit clearer, and they start to come almost in full vision.
I'll tell you this about a year ago. I had an experience of a wispy kind of bluish grey mist just disappear into the wall at the foot of my bed. I looked up. I don't know what it was. I have no idea what it was. I can explain it. But I get more. I think I'm more in tune. I don't know if I am, but I can't explain that. I don't. That's true. I did see something. It wasn't my eyes playing up because I saw.
Yep, and that's what they're usually fast.
It's blink of an eye. Yeah. Oh, indeed.
Yeah, they're fast, but they usually look like they're like almost like a quarter moon, and it's sort of like a saucer. And I believe that's an entity, but not fully manifested.
It's very fast, and like that. Yes.
Listen, you guys wouldn't believe what we haven't captured on camera. It's amazing. I think a lot of people would run out screaming, and I feel that way sometimes, but I don't run and scream. Instead, I hold it in and I go forth because this is a passion, and this is what I believe I should be doing eventually someday full time. I would love to do it.
Fight or flight, and you fight the flight by fighting. That sort of that kind of instinct, isn't it? When you see something sort of frightening, you can't explain. You
have to more or less be a channel, for an entity, and people are scared to open themselves up. But when you start to lose control, what ends up happening is you start to lose a lot of strength, and you start to lose your balance, and that's when you have to get out.
Yeah,
because if you keep letting it go on, what's going to happen is they're going to overtake your body.
That's where
that's called a possession, but it's not a negative thing. It's someone wanting to, to feel what it has, a solid body again. I would do it.
Yeah. People get attached when they bring the ghost home, don't they? Attachments as well, don't they?
Sure. Like they attach themselves to you, and they'll follow you home. I have them follow me home here. I mean, I've seen my cat get dragged by the tail upstairs by nothing, down through the whole hallway. You know what? I didn't freak out. I lived with the Native Americans for about a month and a half up in Canada. Very spiritual people, and I learned a lot from them. A lot.
Yeah. Very spiritually minded. They're very much in tune with nature and energy and everything, spirits and everything. They see everything as having spirits, the trees, everything, the world, everything. The animals have got their own spirits, just like I said. They treat everything with such revere everything with such respect, don't they? So I love their philosophy. Yeah.
Absolutely. And some entities don't want to be bothered with, so they will tell you to screw off, whatever. And,
it just seems really very rude as well.
Yeah.
Man. They go. Tell you what, they really go for it. They're not polite.
Yeah, some of them don't want to be bothered with. You know what I'm saying?
Go suck it, goddamn Vegas. They're over here as well. Honestly, yeah. Oh, Chris Holton said. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Chris Holton's received some of those, even though he's been nice. Nasty responses, all right.
But you could take, you can, like an entity, if you really piss them off, they will do something, but it won't. It'll scare the hell out of you, and that energy that they're using will come to you, and it'll make you scared. It'll make you want to run and scream. It's all about the energy you proceed into the investigation that draws stuff to you, and they see that you're pure and you're innocent, and you want to help them and teach them. You're their teacher. Okay, you're helping them wanting to talk because they're talking all the time.
Probably screaming at you as well. They said,
"Can you hear me?" God. Yeah,
I do recall just with Nick Groff. He got a very disturbing EVP. Was just, "Hey Nick Groff." It was like that. Oh my god,
I remember that.
It's like. that guy chills. I tell you
that's what I do. I explain to him, if you're going to speak, you have to speak slow, because when they speak, we may get an EVP that's super fast and you can't understand it. So because the white noise, you're trying to reach their white noise. So that's giving off your energy and getting into the white noise. And once you get there, everything around you, it just becomes silence. You're in a trance. And when you're in that trance, it's all about, listen, I went to a Reiki teacher a couple months ago and I learned how to levitate. I swear to Christ, I swear upon my kids, I know how to levitate. It hurts. It hurts. It takes a lot of energy
to do that, must it?
This lady taught me, and when it first happened, I got freaked out.
I went to back.
I was disturbed.
Yeah, that's amazing, incredible.
To me, it hurt because your back is folding in half. Your head, you're standing on your head and your heels, and then your head and heels come up off the ground. As soon as you open up your eyes, you drop.
Just like that, like a stone.
Yes.
My God.
But when you start to come into this trance, what ends up happening is your body, it almost has muscle reactions, and your hands cross over your chest like an X, and you can feel the hands underneath your back. And the way you do this is it's all the way you breathe. You breathe in through the nose and hold it and exhale and just let all your energy go. And what ends up happening, you'll start to eventually, it could take time, things will start to happen. I also do that in investigations.
Very open to that levitation. Yes, I believe that. I believe that's anything's possible. I do, if you put your mind to it. Indeed,
human trance, it's almost like hypnotism on yourself.
Yeah, it's incredible. That's the energy that needed to do that too.
You're getting ready to
get off the floor and nothing there supporting you. Oh my God.
You're getting ready to enter another realm and go through a portal into their world. That's the way you have to go into an investigation. And you're not going to get harmed because you are stronger than them.
Yeah.
You have a solid body.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I got electrocuted when I was 12 years old.
My God.
Yes. And I got knocked on the ground, knocked out. Nobody was around. Saw a bright light. Turned my head. Opened my eyes. I was back to reality. If I didn't come back to reality, I would be one of these people who didn't cross over into the light. And they're staying here. I want to eventually someday, maybe once I get to know them and do an investigation for a week somewhere and get to know them, I'd like to try to let them know that they're gone and try to cross them over if that's possible.
I don't know. They're in limbo. They're dead or something. They're sort of in kind of limbo, aren't they?
Sure.
My God, it's a show me the light. That's right. A lot of them just with help are just screaming for help. That's just probably decent. Now they're not all evil. You wouldn't think so. The way most haunted go, like these every time they investigate it, nails and God knows what's thrown at them.
This is a field that is anyone can investigate. There's a way of doing it though, and I'm trying to explain to people, you have to leave everything, your life, behind, and once you enter the building, you have to just be at the calmest you could be. If you need a beer or two, you gotta be calm. No stress.
Leave your baggage at the door, basically, is what you say. Leave your baggage at the door. Just go in there.
Leave your baggage behind. Go through that portal. It is a portal. That's why they're there. That's why we did an investigation at Two Rivers over the spirit box.
Yeah, that's a good mindset to be. I totally agree with that.
We got an entity.
That
we asked it, how many spirits are there? He said 7. Guess what? We got 7 voices.
My God.
Different voices.
Wow.
And that wasn't all in the same.
That wasn't all in the same investigation. They can move around. I believe when they find a person.
In the same investigation. Bloody hell. That's amazing.
I believe. And the other thing,
they move around. Yeah, good point.
I'd like to bring up too with a lot of these ghost groups. Go through your evidence extremely careful.
Yeah.
Be patient. You're going to have to sit there for hours, listen for anything. Look. 3 hours of footage will take me almost 10 hours to go over. I go over it visually as well as
very meticulous
audio.
Yeah.
The same clips I watched twice, and you wouldn't believe what you capture. It takes a lot of patience.
So you think if people think it's Ghost Adventures, they do it in this and that, get the evidence. There's a lot more to it than that. There's a lot of time and energy put into the show, and patiently, like you said, you know, pouring through audio and like I said,
if we did a
if
my team and I did a show, one investigation, we would have to put it in 3 separate episodes because there's so much evidence that we've captured. But once again, it's all about being positive. You cannot go in there open and negative because bad things will eventually happen.
No negativity. Stop it.
No negativity. It's called the law of attraction. It's called the law of attraction. It's envisioning, seeing, expecting. And
we did a
lot of bravery. Being not scared. Nothing can harm you. You're there to help them. They're there to help you. You know,
that's the way to be. I think it's good approach. The best way to be. Negativity, just you might just forget it. It's not the best, not the best mindset to be at all. That's exactly. I totally agree with that. Yeah.
So you don't protect yourself when you go into these investigations. Just go straight forward.
Carry me. I'm just going to go somewhere. Hang on. Back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, we do a lot of debunking too in that 3 hour per hour clip.
Also.
Yeah.
We debunk more evidence than we actually put on. It's absolutely crazy.
Because like you see on TV, they're shortening it down, but I'm assuming you're there like a week and then you collect all your information and you narrow it down for because you don't see that so many. Think out how many investigators out there all day, 7 days a week.
Hello.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I would love to. I would go in a building by myself, the most haunted place in the world. It could be whatever they say, Goldfield Hotel. I guarantee you that nothing would happen to me because I would go into it with a different energy and I would capture a lot of stuff in there and many entities and things moving too. But that's the energy that they need. That's the energy that they really need to believe. You have to convince them that they can do this. And when you do convince them, things happen. They happen. And I believe that
energy, aren't they? That's right.
Is known for negativity, but these are just people. I mean, you know, and
people forget that. You made that a very good point there. Like, people think they were formerly people, now they're without the bodies. They're
trying to
realize they're dead. That's right.
They're always trying to get your attention. They're always trying to. It takes a lot. Some of them are very scared. They'll peek around a corner and then they'll shoot back into a wall, you know, and stuff like that, you know. I see them. I've been seeing that most of my life. And there was a point where I was a teenager. I thought I was going crazy. You're not going crazy. You're just in tune and you just don't know it. But I like to teach people how to do this. I would love to bring plenty of people to investigate with me, but you can't have too many people.
No, because definitely.
When you have too many people and you're dealing with one entity, it's a crowd of people. The first thing they do, I don't know these people, I'm gone. So you take a couple people, you explain this person, you explain who you're with. And you teach that person how to, and I tell Bill all the time. I tell you all the time. Amazing results. I did I walked through the last investigation. I walked through this basement, and I tried a spirit box. And I did use the spirit box at the Temperance House, and got 2 different voices, one telling the other how to use the spirit box, because I explained to them how to use the spirit box, and they learned. And they learned how to use it.
That's amazing.
I explained. You have to explain, not explain to the people who are watching the show. You have to explain to the entity what this is. And we were using it every single question. I swear to God, we were getting the answers. 5-word sentences, all of it. It was just
responsive.
Very responsive because it trusted us. And then I had the camera on, and I can't believe the camera didn't capture us. But Bill and I heard a man in between us. I said, "Come into the light." I don't know how he interpreted that, but you know, he said something and the camera didn't capture it, but we both heard it, and it just sucks because that's not a piece of evidence we can show anyone. Those are
your own ears, AVP. It's that's the one you heard with your ears, but don't capture on the camera. Any sort of, that's what you're saying, is it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the camera is also your friend because, like I said, they draw energy from the camera. You can look at the camera, see it gets drained. I've had cameras drain almost an hour and a half off of.
That's not.
I've had them shut off. I've had them shut off with the full battery in. Not even all the equipment started malfunctioning. Guess what? That's going to be a good night.
Yeah, we even had Tina's camera. Remember, all of a sudden it froze. I mean, just locked up. Couldn't do anything with it, and that little girl in the bathroom.
We have an entity that took a camera on the Temperance House video that Bill put in the room, and about a minute and a half later, the camera flicked up a light on its own, and you could hear it manually being pushed. That's an entity. He explained exactly what the camera was doing there, and that it would not hurt that entity, and it would not hurt them. And that's how you start gaining their trust. You have to explain things, because a lot of them were gone a long time.
That's right.
Gone for a long time.
I don't know what technology is. That's right.
Say it's from Angela.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, sorry, Mark. Angela just written on Facebook. Can you say? I
don't know how to get to chats now. I don't know what I've done.
I send you
Mark, man, my number one fan, man.
From Australia has asked if you could say a prayer to Archangel Michael.
Archangel Michael.
Yeah, Angela from Australia. If you could do that.
If I could what?
Can you say it again?
I'm not religious.
Can you say a prayer to Archangel Michael?
Absolutely. I'll say a prayer for anyone, for everyone.
There you go, Angela.
Listen, I'm not possessed. I'm not possessed. I've had people call me a satanic worshiper. I've had them call me a psychic. I've had them say everything, a witch. I'm not any of them. I'm just a normal human being like everyone else, I think.
That's one of our good.
You got a job.
I don't know. Kim would agree with
that.
Anyway,
I would absolutely love to say a prayer to Saint Michael. Absolutely, and I believe that. I don't believe the same as everyone. I believe there's a higher power, and I believe it is possibly an alien.
Yeah,
that created everything. That's a whole nother thing.
Well, I'm not really religious myself, so I'm very open to interpretations as well. I'm very, when theories people have got their own beliefs, I have to respect that. I'm not religious myself, but not religious anyway.
One thing I did figure out, and I want people to know this, is you lost a loved one. Life just doesn't end. Life is eternal. It's like you're picked from a seed out of a huge field, and you're special. What you do on this earth in this solid body is up to you, whether you do good or harm.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I look at it is life is a gift, and a solid body is a gift. But after you lose it, you don't just go black. You still live another realm, and that's the realm that I've seen.
I
haven't seen. I can't say that. I mean, I did see a light, but it's like I said when I got electrocuted. It was like 220 volts shot right through me. I felt it through the heart, everything.
Good God, I've had a little shock, but nothing like this. Not on the scale that you've had. Ted. Good grief, that's a tremendous amount of power you've got there.
As what you were saying, I lost my sister. She died at the age of 16 for thrombosis in the heart. I hope she's gone to a better place where she is now. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Listen, if you try to get in contact with her, you might not be able to get in contact with her because she might have crossed over. And I try to tell people that. They always say, why can't I never heard nothing from my loved one. I've tried so hard. It's because once you cross over, you don't have contact with the humans, solid bodies anymore.
Well, I always think to myself, she's in a better place, if you know what I mean. Where she's gone, she's in a better place. And
I believe
you know what I mean?
I believe every single person that you devote your energy to with the solid body, whether you look at them, even if you don't know them, if that person passes on before you, you will eventually maybe see them in the next realm, and you might not know who they are. You devoted your energy just to look at that person walk. Oh, wow, that's a pretty woman. You know what? I hope she's in mine. You know, no, absolutely. I'm going with Kim.
Yeah. I always see things like it's like a soulmate. Everyone's got their own interpretation. What's there's a heaven, hell. I'm not religious myself. I see probably a parallel universe somewhere else. I don't know. There's some other kind of realm like that. You know, it's everyone's got their own kind of belief system, I suppose. It's not necessarily heaven and hell, but I respect other people's views as well.
Humans were put here, I believe, at their own risk. They have the right to believe however they want. I agree with that. Why people can't, you know, more or less people are praying for the same thing.
Yeah, same goal, exactly.
You know, and it's like to categorize yourself as being something is not living a free life. It's not being a free spirit. And that's why I don't tie myself to any organized religion. I do believe in a creator. I believe in all of that. I just a different way. And I don't knock anyone for how they believe, because it's people hope.
Yeah, the people were they were obsessed with what happens after us when we die. Just keep enjoying what's here now and worry about that. I'd say. What's this and that, you know? Yeah. Like I said, I'm not religious in any way. Not any, not with the church or anything like that, any kind of really myself. But I've got my own kind of beliefs, like you have, Ted. You know, everyone's got their. I respect everybody's views. There's some very interesting views and their own beliefs. Like you said, you put across tonight. Very, very interesting. I say.
Yes. You know, it's like I said, it's just, you know, to live a life with a solid body is a great thing. I do believe in reincarnation, by the way. I do have frequent dreams of a war. I don't know why. Specifically the Vietnam. Same dream occurring over and over. Not all the time, but I don't know. It's like maybe I saw something through somebody else's eyes or something at that moment. Because there is such thing called the residual energy.
Yes. And your tape recorder, it's some of the repeats is that you're saying, isn't it?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. No, where's the? There it is.
We just lost the microphone.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, guys.
Mark,
I lose mine all the time. Hello, Kieran.
Don't forget, I sent you that link on your timeline page so you can see the chat room.
On the timeline page. Okay.
Yeah, so you can see the chat room.
Okay, I'll get on there now. Whilst the guys sorting out their mic there.
Sorry.
Where's the? Nope. No, carry on. That's fine.
Just the mic thing flew off the stand and nobody touched it. Maybe
we have glitches and problems, all the setbacks all the time. Don't realize we know the feeling very well indeed.
Brought some energy into my house. Things can happen, but I debunked that. I guess.
Yeah, you moved the chair and it flipped.
Probably moved the chair.
What's your? So how do you? People said there's a difference between, they use terms ghosts, spirits, and poltergeists. I know so what is it? Is there any difference? I know there's a difference with the poltergeist. It's some kind of energy. I don't think it's demonic. But people say there's differences between a spirit and a ghost. Some say there isn't. Some it's just different terminology. So what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that is a poltergeist is an entity that has enough energy to where they can move things. It's called telekinesis.
Yes, that's what I thought.
Telekinesis I've performed, and let me tell you, telekinesis does work, and it's not the person that's doing it; it's the entity that is moving an object for that person.
Yeah,
that person knows how to distribute their energy to an entity that is attached to them. And they can do it not all the time. I can't sit here and say, "Okay, I want the light to blink," but have I done it before? Absolutely. I have had the fan turn on by itself. I had light switches turn up by themselves. And that's an entity. That's what I've done. And that's something that people have an ability. It's called an ability, not a gift. It's an ability using your sixth sense, which is your focus and your energy, and giving that to that entity to do things. Now, one that can pick up on that easily is an entity that can move things, which people call a poltergeist.
Yes.
Not a poltergeist. It is an entity that has figured out how to take the energy that is given to them by the person giving it to them in a positive way. And then it's distributed and things move. And it's you helping that entity at the same time. It's the same thing that I'm capturing on investigations when things are moving. Okay.
Yeah.
I have energy lights. I see them go in and out of people, what people call orbs. I have footage of energy lights coming out of my head, coming into me. That's knowing how to draw energy and take it. That's working with you. That's telekinesis. That's an entity. That's someone being in tune. That would make a great paranormal investigator too. What do you think of that?
Oh. No, that's good. That is.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I believe.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
It's an ability. It happens. You know, but you have to be at your comfortable state where you're in a trance. It's almost like being hypnotized. You do it to yourself. You feel numb. You have no cares in the world. You just be yourself and feel that you are in control at all times. Positive. Go into an investigation positive and you'll get more results. I'm telling you, they'll want to show themselves to you. At this video that I want people to watch, that's 15 minutes, 25 seconds. At the end, you will see right before the man showed himself what he said to me. He told me, oh, I'll just bust it. You know, people are going to watch it. Look up. That was all one clip that I had to separate into two because it would have been like about a 2-minute clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I show that whole entire thing, you'll be sitting there for about 5-10 minutes and say, holy cow, I can't believe the reaction he had. That's actually scary. No, it's not, because it didn't scare me because I was aware when I came to and I was drained completely. I knew exactly what happened, but I didn't know what I captured because I walked through this thing and it was a portal that opened up and there was a manifestation and the man looked at me and I didn't know it, but I saw a bright light and it was peaceful.
Do you know when you go? Do you know when you go through these things? Yeah, does it take it out in your body? Does it?
No, I'm in extremely good shape. What am I? I'm 6 foot, 190 pounds, like 5.5.
You're not really out of your
5.5 body fat. I work out almost every day with weights. You know, I stay strong. It doesn't take a toll on me. It did when I wasn't working out, though. It was taking a toll on me. It started making me weak. It started to, because I didn't know how to control the energy that was drained from me, and I started to get sick. And I ended up becoming miserable and getting in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
You know? And I realized I had to turn my life around, and that's what I did. I never had any addictions, no drug addictions, no alcoholism, nothing. I eat all organic. I don't eat poultry, no poultry. I don't eat turkey, duck, chicken, nothing. I eat red meat.
Yeah.
I mostly eat vegetables. I like vegetables. I try to keep my diet as clean as possible. I don't like chemicals. I believe a lot of foods have chemicals on them that can also cause cancers. I really believe that.
Do you believe in demons and stuff like that?
No.
No,
I believe in
because some of the videos what I don't know if it's true or what, but some videos what I watch, they say they see demons and then this, that, and the other. So,
hey, listen, I'll believe in a demon if someone captures one on film.
I ain't seen one myself.
Full on apparition, demon, red eyes, horns, whatever they want to call it, hoofs. I see it on film and I know it's real, then I'll say, okay, there's demons. I could be wrong. I've never said I'm right, but you know, it's you know,
something we haven't run into.
Yeah, something we haven't run into because we don't go into investigation being worried about demons, because demons are, that's a scary thought. You know, I don't even like the word of death. Death is, or dead, or died.
Yeah.
That's a very negative word. When someone has died, I like to say passed on. because died
Yeah.
seems like everything comes black and you never have another existence. I don't believe that way. I believe
No, because when you die, you go to something else. You return. Yeah.
yeah.
No, because when I watch stuff like that, people say they believe in this, that, and the other. Then you got the free scratch or something. It's meant to be a symbol or something. When you get free scratches and this, that, and the other, I just want to know.
That's simple. I've had that happen to me on my forehead, and I'm not. People misinterpret what that is an entity trying to get your attention, and what they do. They'll do anything. They'll swing at you. I've been punched in the head, and I knew I got punched in the head because I told it to punch me in the head, and it punched me in the head, and I had a huge pain in my eye. So what that is an entity that's taking their nails and just trying to, scratch like a board. Come on, wake up.
I'm with you.
It's not demonic because it's got 3 fingers. Are the most strongest is your middle. If you do a scratch, and your index and your fourth ring finger, you scratch with them, and what that ends up doing is it's your one of your focal points, and you dig your nails. Like your nail from your thumb and your pinky aren't involved because they're shorter, and you don't have as good control over them. Even though you may try to scratch with 5, you're only scratching with 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh. Okay then. Can we wrap this up if you want?
Listen,
I know how busy you've been, and I do appreciate you guys taking the time out because I know how busy you are. It's lovely to have you on.
Anytime.
Thank you.
If any information that I can help out anyone.
Oh, brilliant. Don't forget, I will send a link to people so they can check out your page on Facebook. If anyone's listening, so they can, if you want to read it out, so people can click on it to find out where you are on Twitter or Facebook. Or...
Absolutely. And listen, who's ever listening, the best is yet to come. Trust me. But I really appreciate you having us on.
Yes, very much.
And, I wish you all the best there. English people are the greatest people. They're very nice, very kind, very pure. The ones I've run into, but there's, good and bad people wherever in the world. But I really tip my hat off to everyone, and I wish them all the best, and think positive.
Oh, thank you. Like I say, sorry about earlier on with the technical problem, but we love you having you on tonight, and you've been a brilliant guest. Been fantastic.
You so much, Brian, I really appreciate your time, taking everything out for us. And you know what? Happy ghost hunting, I guess.
Okay, and good luck on your boys tonight on the basketball game, because I know you're dying to get there and see how they're doing.
Yeah, I put a basketball hoop regulation inside my house now for the kids to practice foul shots. In the house.
Okay, you take it easy now. Take it care.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You too. Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.